What's an American tradition you actually love? Not American, but I secretly internally enjoyed 4th of July whilst over there in 2017, did not take any of it personally, even though they are celebrating independence from United Kingdom, a new nation was formed with some very good ideals and rights for its people, from our colonies a very long time ago. The firework display over the river in New York whilst standing on the motorway/highway/freeway was the most magical memorable firework display I've ever seen in my lifetime. I had a great time, never seen so many fireworks go off in one night, and I have been to quite a few. The only thing I feel you guys miss out on in some places is lighting your own. USA might not get everything right, but they for sure have a national conscience that aims to protect things like the Bill of Rights, which I view as super important, plus they give everyone the opportunity to get along with one another, as most people are willing to end up absorbing the American identity no matter what corner of the globe they come from, because they like what the USA is about, compared to just about any other country on earth. The nighttime Christmas light parade in my hometown is my favorite event of the year. I went every year as a kid with my parents, and now, taking my kids, I get a little choked up seeing how excited they are. Red Heart. Have you ever been to one in a town so small? The parade goes to the end of the road, turns around and comes back. Ennis, Montana. I know this is an American thread, but Japanese towns do a version of this throughout the summer and it is awesome. Matsuri season can range from small-scale outdoor food, games, and beer vendors to amazing firework shows in bigger cities. Everybody is dressed in comfortable yukatas, casual kimonos. It's great. I got to be in the 4th of July parade the year my team at our local hockey club won the state championship. We all wore our jerseys and rollerblade through the town showing off our championship banner and passing a street hockey puck around to each other while our coach drove one of the old Zamboni machines. Cool experience. My very small hometown does a semi-truck parade. It literally goes around the entire county, stopping in different spots. Kids can hop into the cabs to check them out, blast the horns, etc. It's an all-day event around the county. YMMV depending on where you go, but I think a lot of European countries have some sort of parade day where everyone gets dressed up and does a little parade. Usually it's either Labor Day, National Day, or Hooray we're no longer occupied by Nazis Day. Less religious and ostentatious than Mardi Gras and usually accompanied with copious amounts of hot dogs and ice cream. At least in Scandinavia. No horses though, aside from the usual police ones. Maybe we should change that. Kind of on topic. Growing up my mom did a great job celebrating St. Patrick's Day. She would tell us kids that when leprechauns are startled, they poop green jelly beans. And they are very mischievous and like to topple over things like plants and objects in general. So we'd wake up to little messes around the house with jelly beans nearby. She'd do this throughout the day. And yes, she would buy bags of jelly beans and painstakingly pick out the green and yellow ones. Good times. Your mom sounds lovely. Your mom is awesome. We build leprechaun traps and bait them with chocolate gold coins. I like to jokingly say Happy Treason Day, peasants to my friends whenever the 4th rolls around. My mom loved experimenting with dyeing food green on St. Patty's Day. Green eggs for breakfast, green mashed potatoes for dinner were accepted regulars. She tried green ham to go with the eggs one year and that was an instant reject, but still a fun memory, haha. I think Churchill said that America will always do the right thing, once they've exhausted all other options. Well, it's good you don't take offense, BC. I can assure you none of us are thinking about our independence from the Brits. We just like to eat and watch things go boom. Americans love you Brits except on that one day each year where we pretend to still despise you. Winky face. My mom was from England and she loved the 4th of July. She would jokingly say that they let us a win, but she would throw one heck of a party every year. We had friends from Turkey visit in undergrad and they had a list of American things they wanted to do. My fondest memory of it is driving out to the woods. We are very northern, parking and backpacking in firewood and beer and s'mores. They wanted a fire party where you drink out of red cups, like in the movies. Or red cup party face with tears of joy, red heart, absolutely adorable. I didn't realize until we were doing it how very American it all felt. Before people read it at me, yes, bonfires exist in other countries. I've been to them. I get it. But the specific style of sitting around a fire in the American North really does vibe differently. And the fact that they called it a red cup party was adorable. They also wanted to go to an American movie theater, and now that I think about it, it definitely is a different vibe than when I've seen films in other theaters around the world. Typo edit. Went to visit family in Mexico and we went to a movie theater. Can't remember what movie, but holy shit, we weren't ready for that experience. Everyone was talking and up and about. We were like WTF? Small town parades. Every small town I've lived in around the country has some version of this. The annual parade where everyone comes out and lines the streets to see it. There might be floats, there might be fireworks, there might be antique cars, there might be the karate class showing off their moves. There seems to almost always be a couple guys on horseback, and little kids on their bikes with streamers. In the Midwest there's a tradition of throwing candy as you pass by. Like, it's so goofy but also so wholesome, and it makes me feel like I'm part of a community.